will go into the grand final. Both are standing in the winner bracket final as of now. Foggy and Cash. They met each other before in the first qualifier, where Foggy was successful. In general, Cash has an horrendous win rate versus Foggy. Only 30%. Well, he's not that bad versus Snyder, but Foggy is just a different tier, a different beast, especially versus Orc. He is one of the best worldwide. Same for his matchup versus Human. So it won't be too easy. Whoever makes it, or whoever has to face him, is certainly in trouble. What's Cash's idea? He has a few days, or he had a day, to prepare for this. And what could he come up with? People like Focus have tried many times. People like Lin have tried many times. Sometimes they take a few maps from Foggy, but in the end it's mostly the Ukrainian superior against the Orcs of this world. In the upper left, from Russia, we have Cash, who was in China before for WEC. He wants to go again. He's always trying hard. A little bit of bad luck in some of the previous qualifiers, but now it's his big chance again. Blade Master first for him, Foggy on the other side, opening up in the bottom part of this map on Ancient Isles, starting with the Demon Hunter, obviously. And this is so loud for me. So if you win this game, you have a little bit of a break, a 2-hour break, because the lower bracket semi-final and the lower bracket final will be played before the grand final. Foggy not denying anything here. That was quite close though. And he runs over right away. With the Circlet of Nobility, he has more damage, more HP, more armor, more everything. Is that enough to do some serious damage to his opponent? He will most likely try to do some damage in the base, go for the second burrow. As oftentimes it was just the case that the Night Elf hit the base at the early stage of Tier 2, trying to deny the Beastry and the Lodge, but this is not the case anymore. They're hunting the burrows. Is Cash prepared? This looks like an opening to me, but apparently it's closed, so Foggy can't enter. The Blade Master is quite hurt, same for the Grunt here. Uses the first backstab. This is his last Windwalk, also eats the mana burn for 50. But with the 80 bonus damage, he scares Foggy away for now. Sharp double Moonwell. I don't really know if he used the 21 supply trick. No, he didn't. Bring around the barracks though now. But the Demon Hunter can't stay in for much longer. Has to get back, has to heal up. Didn't use too many mana points. Only used one Windwalk, so it will be quite cost effective to heal up with Moonwell number 2 and 3. Tech is on the way for him as well. Cash is just a tiny bit ahead. But this is time for Cash to maybe creep, to maybe buy some boots to harass. Going for the Circlet and the Dust, not stealing away the so important Staff of Teleportation, nor the boots. There are 2 shops here available, so it's not that easy to steal something, or you would have to steal both, but maybe you could buy some time, or bought some time with this. Cash is not supply stuck at all. He didn't lose the burrow, so already a good opening for the Russian. And now what? Usually it is time for Foggy to be aggressive very soon with the Beastmaster, with the Demon Hunter, but he doesn't have a staff. He doesn't have a Staff of Preservation yet, because he's not on Tier 2, obviously. And no Beastmaster yet. Cash positioning himself in the middle of the map, around the tavern, and there is dust, so this archer who was supposed to buy the Beastmaster is dead, and that delays Foggy even further. Looks like Cash certainly has a game plan here. And so far it's working out very well. Staff of Preservation on the Demon Hunter now, as well as the 2 Engines of Wind. Plus the Beastmaster it is. Will the Demon Hunter go for the staff? No, he won't. First Quillbeast being summoned. What's the plan of Cash? He has a blocker here. He has a blocker here. He is positioning the peons as well, so every entrance to this base is blocked. We do have the staff now. That all costs some time. This is not the ideal Foggy play, but the Demon Hunter will be able to staff in with that Quillbeast. The Lodge is certainly going down, and the Beastmaster's coming in for the harass now as well. With the second Quillbeast, that is certainly enough damage, and the Blade Master can't reach. Good positioning for Foggy, who's now, with the 2 Quillbeasts, going for that burrow. 2 peons in, Oh, the Blade Master can't enter. This is so well done by Foggy here, finding the position where he's quite safe. I mean, he is in the middle of those two burrows and getting attacked by the piercing damage, but what does a hero do against piercing damage? I mean, what does piercing damage do against heroes? Not too much. And now the Staff of Preservation is on the Beastmaster, staffs him out, gets the Lodge, gets the burrow. Cash is supply stuck. The TC is out though. But all the good tiny things that happened in the early game for Cash are now out the window, since his mid-game is severely delayed. And the Demon Hunter is making his way over. The Quill Beast, one newly summoned, can cancel the regen. Whoa, didn't hit him. Windwalk right on time, so the Blade Master is regenerating some mana, at least for some more Windwalk. Now the TC is in position as well for bigger blocks, but the Quill Beasts are always able to enter. He's going for the Spirit Lodge once more. The staff is still on cooldown. Probably sold it, but that was just the Beastmaster, Blade Master. Ensnare upgrade is coming now in a time where he is supply stuck. So the second coming for Foggy, not too successful, but he's keeping Cash in his base. He's keeping him trapped. And in the meantime, he's creeping with Talons. Another new cool thing by Foggy to not park the Talons in the base, but actually put it to good use, and especially against those Overseers with Fury Fire. That makes creeping so much easier. Blade Master comes in, did not get the last hit here if I'm not mistaken. And he's Fury Fired now, so Foggy always knows where this Blade Master is. TC in the meantime, creeping up. Three Talons already there, tier 3 tech almost done, while Cash is only now going for his first Raider of the game. Usually you want to have map control as an orc. Now usually you have map control if all things go right. But for Cash, certainly not too much went right here. He's not level 2 on the TC. He's still level 1 on the Blade Master. No map control at all. Harassment from the Demon Hunter. I really like that he starts to burn both heroes, exactly. And the TC is already super duper low. The Demon Hunter is quite a tank with evasion, with his circlet and the ring. So more heal waves, heal selves have to be invested. In the meantime, the Beastmaster is creeping up to level 2. Of course, he lacks some damage. Oh, and Snare with the first Raider, but there's not a second one, so he can't cancel that staff. And he's safe. No critical strike here as an Axe Factor. He's going home, uses the Moonwells, and is waiting for his tier 3 upgrade, which is the Druid of the Talon Master training, of course, for Cyclone. More Raiders, more Walkers. Cash at 43 supply. Foggy at 40, but for a Night Elf who usually has a 10 supply lead, this is not that great. Thank you, Orc Prizzle, for the sub. He's going for the Tinker third, obviously. Then he's at 45 supply, and then he doesn't have to use that one engine of wind for research anymore. Hawk for vision, Cool Beast for damage. Ooh, he sees the Sentry Ward, nice. Naga third? No Tinker? Okay, he really wants to end this. There's a heal scroll and an Invo Potion on Cash's side. But that's about it. He's getting a Walker for free here, thanks to this positioning. And the Engine of War is now a blocker for him. Plus he can build a few more buildings. Is that his new strategy versus Orc? I've seen it in chat before that some people mentioned the Naga strategy. But we are in for a base race, as it seems. Foggy immediately portaling home. Doesn't want to lose these Moonwells. Cyclone on the two heroes. There is a Windwalk and there is a Shockwave.
A player's forces are under attack.
But can he go for a surround on the TC? Certainly trying to. With the Naga, of course, he has great damage and Cash taps out already. Wow. He was so far behind there already, not in a position to fight, and the first game of the winner bracket final is over in less than 10 minutes. Very unusual for this matchup to have games ending faster than 10 minutes. But that shows how good Foggy is, how he loves this matchup, how he embraces this matchup. And just after the first go, like the second go into the base, game was basically over. AZ is the next one, which is surprising because that is usually a favorite Night Elf map in my opinion. At least, like, its base to base rush distance is so small and short that easy attacks are possible. The shorter the distance is between the two bases, the better it is for the Night Elf, I feel. So we did have some questions here. Do you think Foggy will go Naga second? Well, it was Naga third. So much control, so much damage. Do you know when the final of the 2-2 tour is? Tomorrow at 1 PM CST. What was your favorite match today so far? Well, we only had 2 best of 3s. No, 1 best of 3 in the 2-2, so... From last week, certainly the match between Ted, Hainu, and Lucifer and Reprisal. That game was just ungodly sick on Lost Temple. Go check it out on our YouTube if you haven't seen it yet. Game number 2 is here. Foggy 1 map away from the grand final. Still having a clean sheet. 5-0 in this tournament. And Cash, will he fall to Foggy once again, just as he did in the previous qualifier here. He always lost 1 map against Zyko, against Orc Worker, and now he has to beat Foggy twice in a row on one of the best Night Elf maps, that is AZ. Cash starting in the upper right as Orc, of course, going for a normal build here. Foggy as the red Night Elf in the red trunks, as I said, also with a normal build, no tavern builds or whatever. Oh, this purple color, not that great for the minimap, sorry about that. Usually only red, blue and yellow are allowed, but whatever, we're not too strict with the rules here, I guess. 37 viewers already, Jesus. Thank you very much, and also Fuckface420 for the sub, thank you very much for that. Blade Master first, Demon Hunter first. I mean, since Moon is not playing Beastmaster first, this is set in stone. That we see those 2 heroes. Sometimes, I mean, Lola had played a Warden against Lyn, that worked once, but apart from that I can't imagine seeing other heroes here. Archer's Grunts, of course. It is a 1 burrow shop barrack, so he's not skipping anything except the 2nd burrow, of course, but that is quite standard at this point.
A player's forces are under attack.
So the main risk for Foggy is to deny the creeps here with the lightning shield. He got better at that though. So if he's concentrated, if he's focused, then it should work out, and it does. Engine of War kills this rogue, lightning shield, or the archer kills this rogue, and the demon hunter is cleaning everything up. Gloves of Haste for him, of course. The Night Elf creep is always a lot faster than the Orc creep. This is a map where it's possible to pimp your Blade Master, because there's a lot of slippers, there's a few claws, there's Boots of Quel'Thalas, so certainly an option for a good Blade Master. Cash starting off with a Circler, which is super nice, because usually he would buy that anyway. Great Hall tech on the way. And same for Foggy here. Once again, super fast tech for the Ukrainian. 2 Moonwells and 1 Archer. Risky as fuck, but it works out for him. Just perfectly works out for him. He can't enter the base this time, once again. Cash is protecting his burrow there. This is basically exactly the same that happened on Ancient Isles, but this time Foggy seems to be a little stronger with the gloves and the slippers. Didn't mention that before, but in the end, the Grunt is too strong, too tanky, too much meat here. And the 2nd burrow is coming up behind there as well. Once again, good defense by Cash. Only has to use a heal cell.
A player's forces are under attack.
And that's about it. Do we have boots or something now? No, just dust and the 2nd circlet. No staff. Foggy gets the tele staff now. Together with boots? No, don't think he has the money at the moment. Tech is only halfway done though. But looks like his mobility with the staff is enough. He has a Wisp here, so he can staff onto that one. And of course the Beastmaster will provide him with Quill Beasts. We can step onto that as well. Second slippers of the game. This time it goes to the Blade Master, who has pretty sick damage already with +7. And 7.1 armor, so not only a damage dealer, but also quite tanky. Critical strike is available as well. His heroes were so underleveled in the previous game.
A town is under forces are under
He certainly
attack.
has to fix that. Nettle shop under attack. And yeah, you see the damage of the Blade Master now. Quite a bit, between like 15 and 20. But the Demon Hunter is in there now. He has this. He should be able to get the staff, or he certainly needs repair. Otherwise, if that shop falls, there's no staff of preservation for Foggy. That is so big. He can save his Demon Hunter now. He does have the town portal still, but
A town is under siege.
oh man,
A player's forces
this
are
fucks
under
with all his timings. Either he gives up the town portal, or he lets his Demon Hunter die. But he's not giving up on that strategy. He's staffing in, going for the bestiary. Last time he got the lodge, that was quite big with a few swipes. This is the kill as well. The peon is blocking this. I don't know if it's enough. It is, but he has 2 heroes here. He can't just walk there. Oh no, Cash! You're losing both of your tier 2 buildings. And that gives Foggy so much time. He has to cancel, obviously. Cash has only the lumber for one of the buildings at this point. Oh man. Early stages of tier 2. That's where the Orc is so vulnerable. Engines of Wind behind there. There was a town hall. The Beastmaster is coming to cancel some healing maybe. Or the building again. Cash going for Lodge first. Triple Quill Beast. Is that enough already? One of them must expire soon. Such a tough game for the Russian. Such a tough game for the Russian. And he cancels the Lodge again, right? He cancels the Lodge again! And Cash is down to 25 lumber. Last chance to get the Quill Beast up. Where's the staff? It's about to be ready. If this Quill Beast survives, oh my god. Then he can staff onto it. Is the damage from the 2 enough? Okay, now he's down to 1. That should be it. And the harass is finally over. But at what costs? Serious damage from Foggy again. Crippling Cash at the early stages of tier 2. And the Beastmaster, he has a Quill Beast again. I think the staff is ready. He's moving in. Come on. Cancel that Lodge again. Backstep and crit. So that's not possible anymore. Missed opportunity maybe, but of course there was no staff of preservation, there was no TP, so the Demon Hunter would have died. Therefore, right choice by Foggy to not go for that move, not be too greedy. So it's creeping time now. Foggy never underappreciates high levels on his hero. Sometimes on the Demon Hunter when he thinks that leveling up his 2nd or 3rd hero is more important. Which is oftentimes not the case. But here he creeps everything the same. Wow, Scourge Bone Chimes. That is something that can help Cash come back in this game. But that takes still some time. He has 1,000 gold. Quite sick. Could easily go for a Berserker here. He's not supply stuck at all. TC close to 2. Yeah, there's the Berserker. But with Fury Fire, look how fast Foggy can creep with his -4 armor. Pretty sick. I always wonder, like, shouldn't Orc be more aggressive early on when Night Elves rush tier 2 with 1 archer? Can't he play a tower rush? But then I see people like the Great Wall who try to do that with Headhunters and fail miserably. Especially against Foggy.
A player's forces are under attack.
So Cash, what now? How can you come back? You need some pickups. You need heal scrolls. You need the invo potions. You have a lot of gold. Heal Scroll and Invo Potion are available, both of them. Blade Master Scouting sees the army movement. Again, we're going towards the tavern. Did he do enough damage for the Naga again? Not yet. Deciding to go for the Tinker. Level 3 Demon Hunter, level 2 Beastmaster. That's what you want to have. Of course, there was the Hawk. Scouting this. The TC is not level 3, but he got the so important items. Do we have Ensnare? It's about to be ready. There's almost a heal scroll. I think Foggy's waiting for that. Clearly has enough gold. No TP on him, though. Only the staff and the heal scroll now. That could potentially be an opening to cash. No invols, no heal potions, no TP. And no Staff of Preservation, right? Nope, not on the Beastmaster, not on the Demon Hunter, not on the Tinker. The siege starts now with a Pocket Factory in the back. 46 supply for Foggy. 46 for cash as well. He's going for the shop first. Oh no, he's diving for the burrow to keep him supply stacked. Massive shockwave. Only level 1 though, but that hit perfectly. Good start, I guess. But the shop is falling. No mana potion, no heal potion for the 2 Orc heroes. And cash, he's facing the lower bracket. Foggy is at the moment steamrolling over it. The TC can't get the necessary experience and is again supply stacks. And snares flying in. How many kills can he get? Nice Cyclone to prevent that one for now. Of course, it runs the suffering against the magic damage and Purifier that they are witnessing here. Is this the only Raider who dies here? There's no blocks coming in. And the Raider, man, he's taking so much care of this one. It is his last one. But one range attack and he's dead. Cash kills a few talents here, though. At least he got 2. But he can't go for reinforcements. That was the only and last Raider. Only walkers remaining. 3 of them. They take so much damage from the talents. Who are still there in quite a good number. TC is level 3 now finally for the Shockwave 2. But what's it worth if you don't have mana? And also can't go for mana potions at this point. Another walker dies. Cash is plummeting in supply. Another grunt falls. GG. And he had no chance in both of those games. Foggy, being the one true Night Elf versus Orc player that he is. Just a phenomenal performance. This actually looked like a semi-pro player facing a Battle.net scrub or something. No disrespect to Cash, but Foggy is just on a different level. And that's why he gets punished for that really hard. Is down to the lower bracket. Foggy again 6-0 in this qualifier. Still the clean sheet. Still undefeated. No Agent, no Sonic, no Cash were able to take a map off of him. And that was our first game for today. So, apparently, Anima is not here. Okay, we go into a little break and then I'll tell you what's up. The lower bracket is starting now. Foggy is waiting in the grand final. Anima, Sonic, or Cash. Who's gonna face him in the grand final? Foggy looks rock solid. Not breaking a sweat. Smooth sailing into the grand final. But he has one more challenge and we will find his challenger now. GCS European Qualifier number 2 continues in a few moments, so